Hey, Shalom, all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahushai Ba'ashim, Rakakadash. Shalom to all you brethren out there and sisters out there, to you members of the elect, the Abbanas, the apostles at Great Millstone. This is your brother Eldiathon, back at you with another video. Now, in this video, I came across an article on blacklistednews.com, and the article goes like this. Grammy ratings hit record low viewership, crashes over 50% from last year. Now this is March 15th, 2021. And as you see up here, it says Americans are tuning out from Hollywood trash. So I'm going to read that in a moment. I'm going to read this article in a moment. But first I want to go into Hollywood. Now, when you look up Hollywood, I simply did a search here for Hollywood occult, because those of you that are in the know, you would know you do know that Hollywood is built around the occult, and the belief of the occult, witchcraft, and the practices that come with it. So when you look up a term like that, you will see a lot of times you'll see esoteric Hollywood. Now, when you look up esoteric in a dictionary, it means this: designed for or understood by the specially initiated alone. B, requiring or exhibiting knowledge that is restricted to a small number. And then here it says limited to a small circle, right, of a special, rare, or unusual interest. Now this is why if you explain to the regular person, or you try to explain to them what Hollywood is really all about, they will not believe you, and they will find it far-fetched, because the belief system behind Hollywood, the witchcraft, and what they believe in, their philosophies, is esoteric, meaning this is a belief system only shared by the elites of this kingdom. And when I say elites, I'm not talking about the super elites. I'm talking about those who have been introduced into that upper world, into that upper world of entertainment, because that's really not the top. You haven't reached the ceiling. That's low on the bottom pole, but still they are in the lower levels of that circle. As you can see here, this is a circle. They're in the lower levels of the circle, so they're exposed to the low level philosophy, low level secrets of the esoteric principles of Hollywood. And as they get more and more into it, they get bigger, better roles. They make more money. They get higher status. You see. But the point is that this knowledge, or this what we're talking about right now in this video, is esoteric, because this is knowledge only shared among a small number of people compared to the population. Now, if you look up esoteric in etymology, it says secret, intended to be communicated only to the initiated. From the Greek esoterikos, which means belonging to an inner circle. Lucian, which is what? Light, or Lucifer. Okay? Light bearers. So they are lower level light bearers, but then you got higher level light bearers, like the super rich elite that run those. Those people in Hollywood, those are their mutts, really. They're their mutts. Those are lower level Luciferians. So, by the true definition of the word, you can say that the members on the right hand side, you can say they're esoteric also, because esoteric just means belonging to an inner circle. So as we know, according to Isaiah 47, the Most High has a right hand side and a left hand side, and the Apocrypha says that one thing is doubled against another. So in other words, the hierarchy that the Most High has built on the right hand side, there's a mirror of that on the left hand side, starting with Satan and then down to his Luciferians here on earth. Okay, so that's what Hollywood is all about. Hollywood is all about witchcraft, the occult, sex, cults, and symbols in film. Okay, and the reason, I mean, look at that, demonic as hell. Now, the reason it's called Hollywood is because this goes back again to witchcraft, and it goes back to a tree, which is called, as you can see here, California holly. He's going to say, how did it get its name? It comes from a Hollywood tree. So this is a tree called the Hollywood. You see, Hollywood juniper tree. And the wood from this tree is used to make magic wands. As you can see, spiritual wand, real Hollywood. See if I move this across. Magic wand in Hollywood. Handcrafted magic wand. So they would take the Hollywood. Let me see if I can actually find planks of Hollywood to show you. Let me see. Hollywood. They might actually have planks. Nope. Hold on. Just if I could find this. There you go. See, holly lumber. So this is the wood used to make magic wands. It comes from the Hollywood tree. Okay? And this is traditionally used to make magic wands, to perform occult services. So this is where Hollywood got its name from. Hollywood is based off of witchcraft. Now, the reason for this lesson is I want to show you that, just as the scriptures say, because the Most High controls the left-hand side, the Most High is withdrawing Esau's power, his power of deception. Okay? His power of deception is through his media. The TV is a main medium that Esau uses to cast spells upon people. And check this out. Look how the Most High works. Esau figured that by keeping people in the house during this, how should I say it? During this scam demic going on, okay, he figured that he would lock people in the house, put them on lockdown, and that he would sell his fear through his Urim and Thummim, which is the television screen. But what he didn't count on, the Most High put him in a trick bag that people will also be a lot more open to the truth and seeing the information and the disinformation, so that it actually opened a lot of people's eyes to the truth that they would otherwise not have noticed or not have been exposed to had they not been trapped in the house all day Googling on the internet and watching TV. I mean, it's evident here. If you look at this guy, Dr. Fauci, every time he does an interview now, so this one, look at that. It's got 792 likes, 1.1k dislikes. And this video was just uploaded. Give it a little bit more time. This will triple and quadruple over the number of likes. And if you read the comments, people aren't falling for it. The Great Reset. If we declare victory too soon, my 15 minutes of fame will be over. Let's hear the new timeline. Remember, 2 weeks to slow down the curve. The lab scientists now are mass, a bunch of laughing emojis. I mean, their witchcraft, their Hollywood, their spells are not working again. Clicks on video, doesn't watch it, dislike fake news video, goes straight to comments. Alright? So let me read this article, then we're going to read the scripture. So it says, Grammy ratings hit record low, viewership crashes over 50% from last year. Americans are tuning out from Hollywood trash. Last month, the Golden Globes had the worst ratings in their history. I didn't even know the Golden Globes happened last year. I mean, that's how I had no idea. Falling by 2/3 from last year. Last night, the Grammys also made history by scoring their worst ratings in history. Now let's just go down to the bold text. This year's telecast was the lowest rated in Grammy's history in the early numbers. I mean, that's all we need to read. You know, if you want to read more, you can. blacklistednews.com. You could go right to this article. I want to jump to this scripture here. And this shows you the scriptures, right? Peter said that it says that the devil has come down with great wrath, knowing that he has a little bit of time left. His tricks are not working anymore because the truth is out there. And the truth, you know, the truth is like trying to hold a ball, a beach ball under the water. I mean, you can hold it and you can hold it and hold it, but you're fighting against the inevitable. You know, you're fighting against the inevitable. Eventually, you're gonna run out of energy, and that ball is gonna pop right the hell out from the water where you've been trying to submerge it for so long. So the truth is like that beach ball. You know, they've been trying to submerge it, push it down, but eventually your energy, the Most High got way more energy than you do. Eventually, your energy is gonna slow down, especially when the energy comes from the Most High. He just turns the knob down, which is what he's doing now. And so now the truth is emerging. And the only thing left for them to do is going to be to come down, just say F it and come down with a great wrath upon the people. Isaiah 47 verse 11, it says, "Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know." Right, this goes with the pride of thine heart has deceived thee, because this man has so much technology that, you know, he's watching the air, he's watching what's going on under the ground and the ocean. He thinks he's got everything covered, but he doesn't understand that the Most High has a beginning and an end of this thing already written, declaring the end from the beginning. And you're just a pawn of the Most High, and you're being checkmated. Verse 12, "Stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, which thou hast labored from thy youth." You know, Fantasia, Disney Fantasia. I mean, there was a channel dedicated to that. And Disney, all they show is magic, Harry Potter, you know, Cinderella, and all that. Disney's all about magic, training young kids since they're little children to believe in magic and to want to do magic. And then for adults, then you got Hollywood, and they use Hollywood and also the media, which includes the news, which includes music, entertainment, which includes football games, basketball games, halftime shows, commercials, books, internet, media, any medium, form of media consumption, YouTube. They put their spells in all of that. But still, with all that energy that they have labored in, all those studies they did in the laboratories, experiments they've done, researching that they've done, all the people they've hired to work in them think tanks, the Most High is going to take all that labor is going to be for naught. Verse 12 says, "Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries." Right? The multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Now this led me to look up something up right now. I'm looking up live with you as I'm recording this. Let me see something. I'm curious about this now. When was Hollywood, California founded? Look at that. In 1923, the famous sign in Los Angeles, California was erected in 1923. Check that out. Because the scripture said what? That they have labored from their youth. 1887. So I'm going to look this up more. but it looks like the earliest day we got so far is 1887, right? So they've definitely labored from their youth, using Hollywood, which was built as the center of their witchcraft, where they're gonna push everything. This is the home of the Urim and Thummim. Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayst prevail. The Most High is being sarcastic. Verse 13, thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Yeah, because it's got to be highly frustrating that the work they put into deceiving the people, that this is what came out of it. You know, that these people are not falling for it. Now you see why their plans are to eliminate the majority of the population, because they need this small number, which are zombies, which is a small number of them. But the rest of these people here, you know, because all these metrics are being recorded, these people are on the list, the red list. So it says, verse 13, thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. And we know that, you know, they're giving all they got and it's not enough. You know, too little, too late, as they say. Because the scriptures say what in Daniel, that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. So hey, I don't have anything more to say. With that, I'm going to say shalom. All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakakudash. Stay strong. Shalom.